Hi, everyone, and welcome to our final episode of the season. It's bittersweet, and let's get started by meeting everyone on our final roundtable. Guys, introduce yourselves.
I'm Alejandra Reyes, and you can find me on Twitter at Alejandra129213.
I'm Alexandria Hockey, and you can find me on Twitter at LayHawkster, which is LEHAWKSTER.
And I'm Lauren Scafidi, and you can find me on Twitter at just Lauren Scafidi.
And I'm your host, Amelia McGavro, and you can find me at Twitter at AC McGavro. So we have loved all our discussions throughout the semester, so now let's dive into some of our final topics as we start with politics. On the campaign trail, Senator Ted Cruz and Governor John Kasich announced that they have made an alliance Sunday night in order to bring down Trump. Their plan is to ensure that Trump doesn't win the GOP nomination without an open convention. Trump has said their efforts show that the political system is rigged and fixed. So, do you guys agree with Trump or disagree with Trump, and why?
On some level, I kind of agree with him just because politics is very much like who you know, how much money you have, who's backing you, lobbying and stuff like that. And I just think it's kind of funny that Kasich and Cruz are like joining an alliance together. Like that's very like, we're doing it, like strong. They're going to fight Trump. But we'll see. America seems to really have a thing for him. So I don't know how well they'll take him down.
I don't necessarily think it's rigged. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a strategy and it's not illegal. But right now, Trump has more delegates than both Cruz and Kasich combined. So we'll see who gets the last 700 of them.
Yeah, and I mean, I completely agree. It's all up to the people at this point. Like, they really seem to like Trump. And so if two other politicians want to team up against them, I mean, that's on their own will.
Well, what do you think is the appeal of Trump, though? Because you're right, people overwhelmingly are supportive of Trump. And so what do you think his edge is?
I think that for a lot of people who are interested in Trump, he just represents like this entire like end of the spectrum. And he's not a typical politician. He's not a politician at all. And so people just want to see something outside the box. And, you know, there are some people that agree with the things that are coming out of his mouth. So
I think it's the biggest thing is that there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear in America right now, a lot of fear of what's different, of what's unknown. And, you know, a lot of people don't know that much about politics. They hear Trump's a businessman, so we're going to vote for him and hopefully he'll fix America's economy. All right. He's a businessman, yes, he has that title, but he's also a businessman that's gone bankrupt. Like how many times I couldn't even tell you. And so it's just interesting that a lot of it is fear-based, but a lot of it is just a lack of knowledge of like who the candidates really are.
Okay.
I completely agree. I think he just makes himself so out there and people just see him so much and they've heard the name for so long that it's familiar.
We're going to move on to local news now, and thousands of people will be lining up at the starting line for the Illinois Marathon tomorrow morning. This race is a Boston Marathon qualifier and attracts people all over the country to Champaign-Urbana. So would any of you train and participate in a marathon if you could?
I think personally, I think it's definitely on my bucket list. I'm nowhere near ready for that right now. I'm definitely seeing a personal trainer, so trying to work up to it eventually. Yeah. So hopefully in like 2 years, I could definitely run one. I think it's great. Yeah, I would love to.
Wow, yeah. I think it's such a rewarding thing. I mean, you literally have to train for it. It's not something easy you can do. I think, you know, superhumans can maybe just do it without training, but most of us aren't like that.
No, it takes a lot of dedication for sure.
Definitely. I think if I was to really get back into running and that was like a goal that I had, I would love to do it. But right now it's not really on my mind. But I think it's really cool the people that do marathons like constantly and consistently, like weeks after weeks. I'm like, I would need like 2 weeks of vacation after I ran a marathon. Like I need to sleep for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's on my bucket list and I will be there this weekend.
Hey.
But I'll be holding a sign, cheering on my friends.
That's what I usually do. I usually volunteer and give out water, and I'm always just like cheering people on and admiring them from afar. But yeah, I'm nowhere near ready for that just yet. But you know, they also have, I mean, it's really well run. They also have like a lot of pasta feeds and like beforehand, a lot of prizes at the end. You know, so it's a really fun time for all the participants. So it should be a fun weekend. From local races to the Paralympics, super marathoner Tatyana McFadden recently won both Boston and London marathons consecutively for the fourth time. The former Fighting Illini is the only athlete ever to win all 4 major marathons within the same year. So guys, what do you think makes Tatyana so inspirational? I mean, she is amazing.
I mean, from what I've read about her, I mean, not only is she such an incredible athlete, she's definitely a super athlete, winning so many marathons within a year. She's dedicated. It's something that she's been working on for years and years and years, and just everyone loves to see her win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Like I said before, like the fact that she's doing these huge marathons, like back to back to back, like just that alone amazes me.
You know, she wins and wins and wins, and she just keeps seeking excellence. I mean, she has this salacity for success, and I think that that translates into all of our own daily lives, and I think that's so inspirational. So, Tatyana, I'm rooting for you, girl.
And also, she hasn't let her disability hold her back.
Right.
I mean, is it even a disability? She's probably a better athlete than we are. She is. I mean, she has proven herself time and time again, and that, I think, is what makes her so inspirational. That just drive and not letting anything hold you back. We should all learn. We should all take notes from Tatyana, I guess. But yeah, an amazing woman. Let's move on to a major national controversy with a store we have all probably shopped in. Target said customers should use the restroom of their gender they identify with, and everyone seems to have an opinion about this decision. Over 500,000 people have boycotted Target since they publicized their position in a blog post last week. So guys, this is obviously a controversial topic. Do you agree with the decision? Do you disagree, and why?
I'm going to say, first of all, I'm sure that at some point or another, there are people who've shared bathrooms with trans people who didn't know. And so I don't know why this is such an issue now, or just people are afraid of what could happen to them. But honestly, nothing's going to happen to you because somebody has to use the bathroom. Like, I know I've seen things on Facebook that, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to get sexually assaulted, or that my child's going to get sexually assaulted or something. But, you know, rules and regulations don't prevent people from doing anything. And so whether or not a guy was going to enter a bathroom, it was going to happen somewhere else. It was going to happen at Target. Like, those are just things that happen. And I don't think us sharing bathrooms with trans individuals should be anything that anyone should be worried about. Like, we have bigger issues.
No, definitely. I completely agree. And this all goes back to fear of something that people don't understand. And instead of taking time to really learn about transgender issues and like who they are as people, you know, these legislations come out that are just deeply rooted in fear, which doesn't make any sense. Like you said before, if a man is going, or a woman is going to walk into a bathroom to sexually assault someone, a little stick figure on the front of the door is not going to stop them. That's like saying, oh, well, you know, there's a no guns allowed sign in the store. Like, no one's going to walk in with a gun. Like, a sign isn't going to stop anybody. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen and it'll be awful, but it won't be because someone wants to use the women's bathroom because they identify as a woman.
Okay, Lauren, real quick, what's your opinion?
Thinking back last month to North Carolina said that you had to go into the bathroom with the sex that you identified with. Caused a lot of backlash. Now, Target is saying that you have to go into the bathroom with the gender you identify with, and that caused a lot of backlash too. So I feel like, you know, either way, you're just upsetting people. You can't win.
Absolutely. So let's move on to our celebrity talk for this roundtable. We're going to be talking about all things lemonade, and no, I do not mean the drink. At long last, Beyonce released her album Lemonade as her 6th studio album. She is already known for surprise releases, as her last album was dropped completely by surprise and sold over 5 million copies worldwide. So do you guys think that she should have directed multiple songs towards Jay-Z?
I think the biggest issue with Lemonade coming out is that, yes, she does talk about infidelity and she does express her pain, and it's so sad to me that she came out with this beautiful just piece of art just celebrating black culture, and all anybody's talking about is like, oh, like, are she and Jay-Z gonna get a divorce? Like, Jay-Z's like, everybody has known that Jay-Z's been cheating on Beyonce forever. That's like, if you follow Beyonce pretty closely, that's pretty common knowledge. And to take something that she made that's so beautiful and like she really opened up and shared her emotions, and to make it about Jay-Z is kind of, it's a little upsetting to me. I think the album's great.
Superficial.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
makes her words superficial.
I think also
Exactly.
something that people aren't, well, I guess there are two pieces of information that people aren't talking about. Is one, she didn't write this like herself entirely. And a lot of it's spoken word, and there's actually a
that
28-year-old poet
Yeah.
who wrote most of the album, and she's a black woman herself.
I saw that.
And
today.
so it may not necessarily be all Beyonce. And also, many women have similar stories. It could easily be about her mom and her sister. They've both been cheated on, like, in the public eye. And so we really don't know, but it's a strong message for women, and it's very empowering for black women to have this album. And so I don't think we should be focusing on like the drama surrounding Jay-Z.
Absolutely.
And I also agree. And then thinking about it too, it's titled Lemonade. And so I went back in her Instagram because I heard that there was kind of something going on. And you said that she's known for her surprise releases, but she actually posted 3 or 4 pictures, her just like cuddling a lemonade or lemonade centerpiece or something, or a
Really?
lemon, not lemonade, but just like the centerpiece or
Yeah.
something. So I just thought that was really, really interesting. So she has been dropping
Yeah.
little hints this whole time.
Do you guys know why it's titled Lemonade?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
not-
I've been
not
trying to
figured
figure that out,
yet.
and maybe it's just one of those things that she felt connected to lemonade. I don't know, but well, all this talk about lemonade is making me think about summer. I don't know about you guys, but all I can think about is laying out by the pool, relaxing, getting through the semester. So, what are your summer plans after the semester is over?
So my summer plans aren't going to be very relaxing. I'm a little sad about that, but I'm also very excited. I'm moving to St. Louis, and I'm going to be training to become a early childhood education teacher. And so I'm going to spend all my summer taking classes and meeting the little babies that I'm going to be teaching. So I'm excited, but it's going to be a lot of work and no break for me.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
So broadcast, are you going to do anything with that? with that degree?
Right now, not at the moment. I'm actually part of Teach for America, and so it's a 2-year kind of obligation, but
Okay.
it's something that I really wanted to do to kind of
Yeah.
just help back my community. And so afterwards, I'll go back to J school and get a master's. So
Awesome. It's going to
Yeah.
be sad to see you graduate, but
I know, but I'm excited.
yeah. How about
Oh,
you,
that is
Alex?
so cool. I recently just was hired for an PR internship in the forest preserve of my county, which is really cool. I'm really excited about it. So I will be spending most of my summer doing that. I've also started a little bit of a stand-up comedy career, so I'm hoping to hit some open mics in Chicago and
Nice.
really like get my name out there.
Send us your dates. We'll come watch
Yeah,
you.
no, see you weekly. We'll be there.
Oh, that's
That'd be awesome.
How about
That'd
you,
be
Lauren?
great.
I'm still waiting to hear back on a couple internships, but between that and hanging out with my family and my friends and everything, it'll be a really fun summer. But I'm gonna miss seeing you guys every week.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an eventful summer for me as well. So we'll see. I'm competing for the title of Miss Illinois again, so we're just going to see how that turns out. June 18th.
Hopefully you
But
get it.
Thank you. Well, we all have high achievers on this round table, and it's so bittersweet. Like I said again, this is our final episode, and we will be back again next semester with new topics and new panelists. And please have a safe and fun summer, and we will see you next fall.